Hello everybody, I'm Coach John from Evolution Swimming. I just wanted to share with you a few things that our coaches have been doing the last couple of days. The aim during this period is to allow those of you that have got swimming pools at home to be able to make use of them. So the coaches have put together a series of different videos that will show you what you still can be doing with the children at home. They'll be shared week to week every Sunday, and hopefully that will still enable the children to develop their skills over the coming weeks. Just a few things that we think it's really important to address is the safety. Obviously, we don't want children going to the pool on their own, despite or however confident you think the children are in the water. I would stress that no child should go to the pool on their own at any point. If they are to be accompanied by an adult, then ideally again you need to be making sure that that adult is a competent swimmer. In terms of what you are actually doing with them in the water, I would suggest that you stick to the guidance that is sent out in our remote learning videos, and hopefully then we will still see the children develop their skills. So enjoy yourselves and feel free to send us videos or any feedback on how your children are getting on. We hope to see as much as we can from you guys.
Hello Evo swimmers and parents, this is Coach Leah.
And I'm Coach Amy, and we're here to talk you through your first online remote learning programme.
Before we get down to the fun stuff, we just want to remind you that you should always go to the swimming pool with an adult who is a confident and able swimmer. It's really important to get your swimmers warmed up before you start. So we're going to follow a basic warm-up that we would follow in lessons. Start with your child sitting on the wall. Get them to kick their legs, making sure their legs are straight with pointy toes, and we're encouraging small, fast kicks. We always encourage safe entry into the swimming pool. So we start with butterfly hands on the wall, and we slide in safely, as demonstrated by Coach Amy. When they're inside the water, we will encourage them to blow bubbles. So big deep breath in, under the water, and blow out for as long as they can. When they got the hang of blowing their bubbles, they can put it all together and practice blowing their bubbles and kicking their legs at the same time. So we would encourage 2 hands on the wall, eyes down looking at the floor, blowing bubbles and kicking legs.
Alex, listen, we will start to your warm up, yeah? You know how to do your warm up? Okay, you kick your legs this way, yeah? I will count from 1 to 5. Ready, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stop. Okay, remember how to do the butterfly hands. Rotate entry. Okay, do rotate entry slowly. And go. Good girl. Okay, you know how to do your bubbles. Whoa, I didn't say go. Ready, steady, and go. Slowly, when you go up slowly. Again, 1, 2, 3, go. And 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, and stop. Now remember how to do your arms straight, your legs straight on the back like this. Okay, wait. When I say go, that's the time you will kick your legs, okay? Okay, ready, steady, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and stop. Yeah?
Okay, so the first activity we're going to get you to do is a star float on your back. So parents, we would encourage you to support your child's head, make sure they keep their head back and their eyes looking up to the sky. Tummies up, arms and legs nice and straight, stretching out into a big star position. We would encourage you to support their head and try to release so that they can support themselves in the water.
Alex, let's do it again. You start float, yeah? I will hold your head. Okay, just spread your legs and go. Go. Go kick. Okay, ready. I will count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, once they have done a few star floats on their back, we will then encourage them to do some floats on their front. We'll start by encouraging them to hold onto the wall. They will want to then keep their arms straight and bring their legs up to the surface. Once they've done this, they want to blow their bubbles and release. Let's see if they can hold that for as long as possible.
Okay, now it's challenge time. So you should all be comfortable with a star float on your front and a star float on your back. Let's see if you can perform a star float on your front, then rotate to a star float on your back.
2, 3, 4. Like this.
Okay, so once the swimmers have attempted their challenge, we are now going to go on to a sit-in push and glide. So they will start sat on the pool side with their knees up and feet on the wall, ready for them to push. They will then put their arms up in a streamlined position, okay, tuck their heads to their chest, and they are going to push to the parents, keeping that streamlined position. Parents, you'll start about 2 meters away from the pool, and we will then slowly progress to about 3 meters.
Alex, this time you will do your push-up from the wall. Yeah, I just want to see your both hands together. Keep your arms straight, head down, both feet on the wall. Then when I say go, that's the time you will go to pushing. Yes? Okay. Alex, ready, steady, go.
When you have repeated this a few times, we'll progress to a push and glide in the water. So your child will start with one hand on the wall, one hand out in front, and both feet on the wall. When you say go, their arms will move into their streamlined position. They'll do a big push from the wall with their 2 hands, holding their streamline all the way to you. Again, we'll start this at 2 meters. So parents stand 2 meters away from the wall. The more confidence that your child builds will progress up to 3 meters.
Alex, listen. Remember how to do the push and glide. Yes? Push and glide, one hand on the wall, one arm forward, both feet on the wall. Make a deep breath. Put your face down, put your hands together, then push up from the wall. Understand? Okay. When I say go, ready, steady, go.
When your swimmer has practiced their kicking, we're going to progress into an unaided streamline kick. So they should remember their streamlines that they practiced with their push and glides, and now they should also be super kickers. So we would encourage parents to stand 3 meters away, and unaided your child will push off from the wall and kick with a perfect streamline all the way to you. Remember, with a good streamline, we are looking for straight arms, eyes down to the floor, and with our kicks, we're looking for long straight legs, pointy toes, and small fast kicks.
Ready, on straight, and go.
Another fun game that we would encourage you to use is the traffic light game. We will use this game to encourage their kick. So they can either kick in their streamlined position like we practiced, or holding on to parents' hands as we also practiced today. So, parents, you will shout green. When you shout green, they will kick as fast as they can. When you shout yellow, we want to see nice, slow kicks. When we say red, we will stop.
Alex, okay, green, green, yellow, green. Keep your legs fast, fast, green, and red. Good.
Okay, so next is for a fun game. This is going to be counting fish on the floor. So we're going to start by standing 3 meters away from your child. We want to encourage them to kick towards you in their lovely streamline, okay, and their heads down to the floor. We are then going to let the child use their imagination, see how many fish they can see on the bottom of the swimming pool. This is the perfect opportunity for you to use any toys you might have that are suitable for the swimming pool, where they can look at the floor, see how many toys they can see sunk to the bottom.
Now Alex, you put your hands on straight, and you put your face down, and you swim all the way to Coach Nino, and you count how many fishes you can see underwater. Understand? And make sure you put your face down, yeah? Okay, when I say go, Alexandra, ready, steady, go! How many fishes you see? You saw? How many fishes you saw? Underwater. 3. Okay, let's do it again.
Okay, so we hope you all enjoyed your first video.
We look forward to checking in with you next week. Bye,
See you later,
swimmers.